Oh man, it's been quite some time since I've recorded on the AfterLife server, and in case you're not in the loop, I got locked out of my Minecraft account. Maybe it's over a month ago. And we did make some other arrangements so that I could play on the server with my name, but on someone else's account. But I kind of took this time just to take a break, to take some rest, and then after that we started some new projects, which has been taking up some time. But finally, it is time to get back on the AfterLife server and make another episode. And as most of you probably know by this point, as the sun sets in the background, the season is slowly starting to come to an end, as we have planned to change to a new season once the new 1.17 update comes out, which is interesting, but then now it is starting to limit the time we have left to play on the server, and I can't believe we've been playing for it's 2 years already. I should probably check the dates out, but I think it's 2 years already, which is insane, playing on one world for that long. And it's gonna be a little bit emotional to switch over to a new season and let all of this go. But that's not here yet. Let's get into this new episode and do a little bit of work. Look at that ominous monstrosity in the distance. In case you're not aware of this, in the last episode Justin and I became business partners in the rocket industry, but our problem was stock, because my creeper farm is a little bit slow, so we built this. I think it's originally a general mob farm. It's designed by Justin, but we built it in a way that it mainly produces creepers, so gunpowder, and I think one or two of them maybe produces skeletons as well. I think it's bones that Justin wanted as a secondary product, but mostly it produces rockets, and we can take a bit of a flyby. My internet's not the greatest, so I hope I can get a nice flyby, but this is the 4 platforms on the inside, and then at the bottom we have the killing chambers and collection systems. I'm not gonna even try and go through these things and explain it, because I understand the basics, but I won't be able to explain it properly. Be sure to check out Justin's channel for this. And then we've got storage at the top, and I think we also have auto sorting on this side, which let's have a look. Gunpowder, 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 gunpowder. It's you get the idea. And there's glowstone and redstone. Oh, so the witches? I'm not sure, but yes, we are business partners in the rocket industry, and Justin has been nice enough to keep our shop stocked while I was locked out of my account. So Justin, thank you for doing that, for dealing with business, and we should probably go check in on business and see how things are going. First stop is the rocket shop, and if I'm correct, all of this should be pretty stocked. We may need to restock a little bit more. Oh no, never mind. It's been stocked. Ooh, I kind of want to upgrade this place and stock it even more, because we can. But if we check profits, oh boy. We have a couple of diamonds over here. That's pretty cool. I'll have to chat to Justin and see if it needs to be divided or if that is my cut. We'll have to chat with him. But next stop is the Prismarine shop, which is around the corner, and it feels so good to walk around this shopping district. Oh, I wonder if there's any new shops I haven't. That's a big tree. That is a giant tree, and I'm guessing Puffing Fish upgraded the tree shop, the wood shop. Yep, he did. I've been away too long, and this is Kenny's little what do you call it? The floating lotus, the lily pad shop, which is so cool, and it's so smart to place a shop in the water. And I know Puffing Fish placed a shop underneath the water. I don't have Optifine Zoom. Underneath the water over there, you can see a little fish poking its head out. But anyways, we are here to check out on my shop, so let's check out KB's Greens to see if we've had any sales. Hey, we actually had. I did not expect it. That is cool. Ooh, even some cactus. Kelp? Nobody buys kelp. Bamboo. I think the people forgot I sell bamboo once Kyle built the weapons of mass construction. Next, Prismarine shop. This one is probably empty. I probably need to AFK and refill this guy. Ooh, that's a couple of diamonds. Okay, so definitely diamonds over. I forgot about this. This man that placed his shop in my shop, Mr. Dinkfro. Okay, last shop to check in on is the honey shop, which I don't think it's been stocked for the longest time, so it's probably not even necessary to check in on it. Let's have a look anyways. Payment chest. Yeah, as expected. No one cares about the bees and honey anymore, which is unfortunate for our business. But overall business is good, and I need to just check up with Justin to see what profits are, and then update my diamond pile. But I do think that's enough reminiscing and enough settling back on the server and enough kind of introduction stuff. Let's head back to the base, because I need to update you on some work I had Ash do for us, and then we can start building a new project. I'm not sure if it was the last episode or the one before that, but we asked Ash to terraform this mountain for us, and he did a pretty good job on this. It actually looks like a mountain now, not a random Minecraft generated thing like this one on this side. It has definitely a better shape and a better design to it. I don't know how much he did on this side. Oh, there's some andesite there, so he did fill in a little bit. But yes, this is looking pretty good, and it has a nice sloping down shape, so we can connect it to the base with a bridge. And what we're gonna do with this mountain is right on top you can see some scaffolding. I want to go ahead and place a lighthouse on top of that, because if we have the docks on this side, we need to make sure the ships know that there's a dock over here and there's land over here so that they don't crash their ships. Let's go ahead and time-lapse a lighthouse into existence. That time-lapse was almost ruined by a silly box that was around the build that's from Lightmatica. I don't know what I pressed. I pressed something that made that silly outline. But anyways, the lighthouse is done, and it is nothing fancy. It's just a lighthouse being a lighthouse. And the design I came up with myself, and it's a bit bland, but if you're looking at it from a distance, as you would when you're a boat, it's fine. I think it's fine like that. It could use some more details, but I'm not the greatest at it. So that's my lighthouse. What I want to do next, though, I want to go ahead and get some stairs on the inside that go all the way to the top. I don't know what goes inside of lighthouses, so I'm just going to make a staircase going up so that you can get to the top and have that view. And then we also need to start working on a pathway that goes down all the way to that scaffolding over there. And then we'll have a bridge that connects with the base. And that's currently where we're at. We're gonna take one last little flyby to look at this lighthouse, and then I'll get to work on those things. I did not go too fancy with these stairs. It's just practical stairs taking us up to the top of the lighthouse. Alright, quickly just built this little waiting area. I think just a tiny bit of a bench situation. But now as we go up with these stairs, you can see I just made it very simple. It's a bit tricky doing something on the inside here, and for now I'll do that. Maybe I'll tweak it, we'll see. We got some of these lanterns all over the place. The walls are plain. It's literally just a way to get up to the top of the lighthouse. And if we get to the top, you'll see I just added a little bit of a ladder that goes out. And then you're on top of the lighthouse, and then you have these magnificent views. We can see Tinkfro's base off in the distance there. We can see my base on this side, a tiny bit of Artorian's base on the side over there, and then we see the ocean and the docks. Yes, that's the lighthouse and the stairs up to the lighthouse. Now I need to go ahead and figure out the paths down. This is the path at the moment, and I don't know. It looks weird. It looks... I don't know. Maybe it's because everything else is empty and there's nothing around the path? I'm not sure. If you run down, though, it feels... Ooh, that's too much power. Too much power! If you run down, it feels okay. Feels fine. It does definitely need things on the side. You run up, it feels a bit worse. Maybe the broken... kind of the broken style, patchy... What's the word? This randomization, maybe that doesn't work for this path down. Because I tried to use the same paths I have at my base. But it just looks too scattered and too random. I'm not sure what to do with it. Okay, this feels a little bit better. I added some leaves with the fence and a lantern and some buttons, some rocks around the place. And as you go down now, it feels a tiny bit better. This is no magnificent road, but it is kind of coming together. I'm just winging it at this point, but definitely adding the leaves changed it so much, and it added so much structure to it that it almost feels normal and natural now. Definitely need to add some trees in, big trees, small trees. I did think of adding a water feature somewhere, but I'm not sure how I would do that. I'll still think about if that will even happen. But it's definitely feeling better now. I'm almost happy with this pathway. I do need to grab some bone meal and bring in some more grass and flowers and things along the pathway. Maybe have a giant tree on that side and a bunch of extra trees around. I'm not good at building trees though, so I'll think about that as well. Or maybe get someone to do it for me, or maybe just have some naturally generated trees. That's probably what I'll do. It's coming along. We can quickly grab some scaffolding just for the bird's eye view. Do it from here. That should be fine. But I do think this is definitely making it better. I'm thinking of maybe having like dead grass around it a bit, like having the coarse dirt kind of coming out a tiny bit, but I didn't do that at my base, so maybe not. Ah, this leaves adds a lot to it. I'm very happy. I think just get some grass in the place and potentially be done. I think maybe it's done. I added a small amount of trees and a little bit of grass and flowers, and that feels like it filled it in nicely. I'm happy with this. I like how it turned out. It doesn't need a bridge connecting over. I'm not sure if I'm gonna build that or I'm gonna get someone to help me with it. But I think I'm happy. This actually turned out good. Let's land at the top, run down, and then we run back up. And you can see it feels fine. I'm happy. I'm happy with it. This tree is a bit dodgy. Maybe we'll replace it. We'll see. But now I just need a bridge to go there, and then it's fine. Especially from the bottom, it feels good. Nice. I am happy. And on that note, that's kind of going to have to do it for this episode. It's just an episode to get back on the server, to get our feet on the ground again on the AfterLife server, and just get started and build a tiny lighthouse as well. A very, very basic start. You know what? Before we end, I actually do want to run right to the top of this lighthouse as the sun is about to set. and then we get a nice little bit of a, not a time-lapse shot, a cinematic shot of this Lighthouse product and product words. And that's how we're going to wrap it up. As I mentioned on that note, that is going to have to do it for this episode. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.